Name is Brant Hunt. Today is the 15th day of February 2021, so the month is actually half over with. And my talk tonight is to do with what are you manifesting? I think this is critical for you to understand, and let me explain. First of all, we are all co creators. We create our lives. That is, we create and manifest what we want to take place in our lives. Um, this is something that we do not only by what we project out there, but actually what we do. So, reality is what we're saying to our throat chakra is what is identical to what we want in our heart chakra, which is our what our love is for, which is also to do with our mind and working and can do it with everything to take place. That's what it means to be co-creator. But my fear is that most people are creating what we don't want. Most are out there, what I would call, and I've been this, believe me, I've been involved in it, what we call truthers. And they are those who are on one side of the fence compared to the other side of the fence. In other words, they're two pillars again. And they look at things against others, in fact, and they feel that they have to engage in some type of warfare with others too. That is, they are always fighting back. When reality simply is, you see, they're attacking the other side. When in reality simply is you don't have to choose either side. You choose the middle path. You choose to create your own world. You choose to manifest what you desire. So that can be with any issue. That could be simply as to do with simply as that I would want to have a good relationship with someone that is a woman. That's what I'm manifesting out, such and such. That's what I'm seeking. It could be simply is that to find a good job, a job that I can do, that I can use my skills, or as a way of simply is to manifest what I would call simply is what I desire to be. What did I choose to be? What I want to be? What skills do I have? And this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. So this is part. Let me go into this also. I have had two astrologies to start over. I've had a lady to do my astrology charts. That is to tell me what I am and what I should be doing, somewhat. And so we have what we call in my life. See, I'm 60 years old, and I had my second Saturn return when I was 58 years old. So this last sector of my life, so I basically there's with that taking place, that means simply is now till I pass, I need to be pursuing these things. This is why, in other words, you've been here and such, and now you're being able to practice what you want to do. This is what you want to do, and you do it in your last sector of your life. Now, some of those things are not always the way. It's just with me. So what I'm manifesting is what I want to do is seek truth, but I actually want to do things that actually betterment of others. I want mankind to live in congruent with others. In other words, I want them to live happily ever after. That is to have a good, what's the best word I'm trying to come up with here? A way that we all live in harmony. And I don't see harmony around. The whole idea of the COVID-19 thing is if you continue to not realize who you are, then you'll get swallowed up by it because you're fighting against it. You're actually manifesting what they want, and they want you to create more chaos. And that's what's taking place because they use fear, and you're their conduit. You don't even realize what you're doing. You're manifesting what they want. That is their so-called utopia, but it's actually your dystopia. The destruction of man, that is. And so people are not aware of who they are. They don't realize who they are because they don't look into these things. And a lot of people do, but they don't know how they did it. In other words, there are certain people who do well in certain areas because they've been encouraged by their parents or someone along the way that they're a good teacher or a good chemist type of thing. So what's taking place simply is you're manifesting what they want. You're creating the evil on this planet. You're creating the hell that's on this planet. This is why people don't understand who they are. So what they're doing is they're creating what we don't want. And in reality, simply is you're manifesting what I would call simply the hell on earth, because that's what's happening. Look around you, because you are in fear and you don't know who you are. And so you're projecting out what your fear is, and you're producing it. And you're producing what we call simply is a worse situation for mankind. Those that do this don't have the power, but they use you to do that because you don't know your power. And so this is what's taking place. The more combative you are, the worse it gets. You see, it's part of it, what I would say simply is you grabbed a hold of something, and as someone said in the past, simply is if you're not on our side, then you're on the other side, which when reality simply I'm not on either side because I'm not on the pillars. I'm not on the solar pillar, that is the masculine pillar. I'm not on the moon pillar, which is the feminine pillar. You see, there's no duality here because I'm on the middle path. I'm on the straight and narrow, as Jesus spoke of. And so I don't want to produce chaos. I don't want to promote fear. I don't have any desire for that because I want man to live in harmony with himself, with others, and with nature. And unless we get to that and understand that, we're actually creating the world they want for us. See, they put out their ideas to the media, and you buy into it, and you fight it, and you keep fighting it. When reality simply is you're just producing what they want. It's a problem, reaction, solution. That's what this is about. You see, you're reacting. That's the key. And when you're reacting, you're creating what they desire, which is chaos, hell on earth. You need to understand who you are by co-creating what you desire. And that I don't have any desire to create this chaos. I go into stores myself and I don't wear any mask. Did I try to create things? No. If they tell me to get out of the store, I'll leave. I'm not going to protest that type of thing. I may say something, I won't come back here more, but I'm not going to put my energy into it. That's what's so critical is that when you put your energy in it, it's used against you. You see, you're fighting. You're fighting among yourself within. So it's key that you understand simply it's no longer. I see people on Facebook and they're arguing about all kinds of shit. That's all it is. And all they're doing is promoting it. That's what they're doing. You just simply walk away. You're not, this is not your, this is not your carrot. This is not something to argue about. It's not worth it. So you walk away because you don't want anything to do with it. You produce your dream. You manifest what you desire to see in this world. That's what you desire. So do that. But most of you are like, oh, I got to fight it. I'm ready to get out my sword, my gun, everything to fight it. Well, that's what they want you to do. That's what they want you to do. That's why there's a right and left. Nothing when they combat against each other, even in politics, when they combat against each other, nothing gets done. Nothing gets done. It's not promoted. It's not actually progressing, supposedly, what we call government, that is supposedly to help people, which I'm not a believer in government anyway. I believe that self-government is the key to self-govern yourself. But I'm not going to get on that point. The point simply is you desire to do, you want to manifest what you want because you're the dreamer and you're the co-creator. And unless you understand that, you're creating the hell on this planet. So it seems to your mind simply is that I'm fighting against this, then I'm doing what's right. When reality simply is you're in the fight and you don't want to be in the fight. You realize simply is, look, I am me. I'm the one. In other words, I take control of my life. No one else takes control. I take control. I take responsibility for my life. I do that. That's my. So when I look onto this and I say, wait a minute, I don't want to promote this. I don't want to promote this and combat it because that's not what I want. That's not what I desire in my life. You see, if I desire simply is, for example, to live out in the country, not in the country, say in the mountains, so to speak, live in the mountains and desire to have a creek or whatever and a waterfall in the background. If I want that, simply I manifest that. You see, if that's my true desire, then that's what I pursue. That is what will be manifested to me, you see. But if you're manifesting simply trying to fight something all the time, that's just creating friction all the time. You're promoting everything that you don't want. And that's why they have Facebook. That's why they have how many zillions of channels on television now to always keep you stirred up, always to keep you in nervousness, always to keep you in fear. Because that fear is a great motivator. It causes you to react. You see. So I just wanted to give my opinion about this. I think it's critical. One of the things I do simply is I spend time as much as I can in nature. I look around and I wonder, nope, that's not for me. I spend my time in nature. And that causes what I call more of a peace within me, because I'm an Aries. I'm fire. I mean, I can be very strong. You see, and I can be somewhat combative in ways. But I'm looking for balance now. I don't need to be combative. And this is not my fight. That's another way you look at it. This is not my fight. This has nothing to do with me. I just watch as it goes by. It's because these are people on a stage, they're actors, and they're acting, and they're wanting to they want to reel you in and have you promote their ideas and their worldview. See, they want a utopia, but in reality simply is only for them, not for you. We can see that happening right before our eyes. So we must understand simply is, nope, I don't want anything to do with that. I'm pursuing what I want in my life, and I go after it by manifesting it. You have a dream, just like anything else. You want to go to school, you pursue it, This is your dream. And it's a way of you manifesting it. So I just thought I would share this because I see so many people here that are just fighting over crap. And you just wasting your life fighting for this. You see, when no one has a fight, it doesn't work. You see, you're not putting your energy into it. When you do put your energy in it, then that manifests. And they're brilliant at this because they own the media. Why you think they control everything is to keep you in fear. That's what this is all about. We know that simply negative thoughts, fear, are in the lower chakras. It's not in the top chakras, you see. And so this is what they want because this is you're fighting within yourself, you see, and you're manifesting this fear and this hell that's taking place. And unless you stop it, it's going to materialize. You see? If people realize simply is this, not to be involved in wars. In other words, we want peace. If we manifest peace, that's what we want. So simply is there would be no one going to war. The soldiers say to themselves, this country hasn't attacked us. For example, simply is what's happened in the past. Did Libya attack the United States? Hell no, they didn't. But they used the media to think you were such and such. We had the same thing taking place with Iraq. Same thing with Afghanistan. Oh, they attacked such and such. Really? I didn't see their ships here. I didn't see their airplanes. I didn't see them attack us. But in reality, simply is you hang on to that, you go after that, and you become fearful, and you produce that. You manifest that. That's what you do. We're far greater beings than what they tell us because simply they don't want us to know who we are and how powerful we really are. They want to keep us in a stupor. They want to keep us low. They want to make us feel inferior, you see. And they want to be in the superior position. When reality simply is there's few of them, there are many of us. Do this for your children's sake. Do this for your own sake in order to produce a better world. And the other thing simply is one other thing can be important here to understand. We know we're at the end of Pisces. Pisces age is gradually coming to the end. If we want Aquarius age to come, then we seek that. We manifest that. We no longer hold on to their fire and ice war, which is between simply is allowing the power of Aries, the masculine, to dominate the next age. We don't want that, you see. And they've been doing this for many thousands of years, and we are going along with it, not knowing simply is that even though we're in the age of Pisces, we're actually in the age of Aries because simply we're producing this fire and ice, which is basically, again, Pisces fighting Aries because Pisces represents water, Aries represents fire. And see, my name, Brant, to give you an idea of this, my name in German, Old German, is Firebrand or sword. So that's my personality. That is, I'm direct. I'm a ram. Levette shares this sometimes in her illustration. She compares the three: the ram, Taurus, and the goat. And the ram is straight up. It don't play games. And it's Aries. And it says, I'm going to attack you. And this is what I'm going to do to you. And they attack. And when you look at that, they keep going back and forth no matter how hard it takes. They're going to keep fighting until basically they destroy you. Well, Taurus is like a cow or a bull. and basically grunts and makes all these noises, but waits for you to make the move. And when you make a move, it essentially goes to attack you. While the goat's a completely different animal. A goat just simply waits and is very patient for the right time to hit you. But it's not a frontal attack. It's always for your blind side. You're behind you. And so guess what? You never see it coming. You never do. So you're not even prepared to see it come. So I got a little bit off tangent, but the key simply is if what you want to manifest is what you desire, that's what you should be doing. And if you're not manifesting, if you're not doing what you want, then you're creating the hell on earth. And that's what's taking place before us right now. And you need to be aware of that, because most people are just simply arguing over stupid shit. And they think they're doing something, and it's just manifesting what we don't want. It manifests the hell. So I appreciate you being here. Thank you for coming by and listening. Hopefully, and again, I do this on Facebook and also do it on YouTube. And my YouTube channel, I don't promote it a lot. It's simply Discerning What Is True. And I've given my time and effort and my knowledge to those out there for the sake of hoping that young people will see these things. And because I'm older and I've been around the park a few times and I know what's going on most of the time, not always. And it will give you some wisdom, because young people do need wisdom these days. So I appreciate it. And thank you for listening and stopping by. You take care. Good night.